Hello and welcome to my guide for the quickening system in FF12. So in FF12 there is a limit break system called Quickenings. So you select Mist, you select Quickenings, and each character has 3 levels. That takes a different amount of the limit break gauge under their health bars. So it's quite an interesting system. It involves a kind of chain system where you combine all your different abilities and it ends up in a concurrence effect. Now you want to open with a level 1 quickening because then it gives you the most charges left to spend later. So once you use it, you go into this kind of screen. Then you can press triangle, square and X to select the different available limit breaks. Quickenings, I always call them that. It's what they are. So when you use one, the animation plays while you select the next one, and you have to chain them together to create the longest chain you can, while also trying to build different concurrence effects, which we'll see at the end. So when all of your charges are out, all 3 names will be grayed out. You can't use anymore. So what you want to do then is press R2 to shuffle the available limit breaks until you get something called a mischarge. Basically what that does is refills all 3 of their charges for their limit break. And we'll get to that in a second because I'm pretty sure this is my last charge. So yeah, as you can see, they're all grayed out, so I'm going to shuffle, and that's a mischarge. So now Penelo's been recharged, and she can use Resplendence, which will consume all 3 of her charges again.
We can win this!
So once you run out of time, that's the end, the chain's over. And now we get to the concurrence effect. So because I got a bunch of level 1s and 2s, I got the torrent effect, which is basically the second weakest one. Yeah, it was a bit overkill, but basically the longer your chain goes, the more damage you do, but the concurrence effects also make it area of effect, so it will affect all other enemies around that enemy. And then at save point you can refill your gauge. So now, as you can see under my health bars, all of the gauges are full up again. So now I'm going to try and go for a longer chain to try and get a more powerful effect. Generally, if you see a mischarge, you want to use it because they're going to refill all your charges, and that's helpful. It keeps you going longer.
How about some of this?
I know I missed one, I wasn't paying attention. once you get to like chain 10, you're going to be out of mischarges pretty likely, and at this point it's pretty much all just luck of the mischarges. If it gives you one, great, otherwise you'll probably run out of time. Again, I'm not doing great today. Alright, so now that we're too far away from the save point, I'm not going all the way back, but what you can do is switch out your party and use the other teams. So how the timer works, by the way, is you basically get to keep the timer from the last time you used it. So you want to be as quick as possible to waste as little time as you can. And that's why mischarges take up a lot of the time while you're shuffling to get one. And that's why it goes faster after you do one. So let's say it starts at 10 seconds and you use 1 second selecting your thing. On the next round you'll have 9 seconds to spend. Whip kick is my favorite one.
I must endure.
Show you how it's done.
I must be strong.
Ah, so close. Man, I'm doing terrible. Alright, I'm gonna cut ahead till I get a good chain.
Got a surprise for you. Not a chance.
Blast, alright, I'll take that. There are higher level ones. The best ones are Black Hole and Luminescence. To get those you need to get a few more level 3 ones in. But as you can see, that did 31,000 damage. This is the Zodiac Age version, so damage cap was lifted. But that is the Quickening system. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.